Hello. Welcome everyone to the final sprint or final day of the Readathon. Oh, here we are. If anyone wants to introduce themselves, I think I totally forgot to do that on the last sprints, but because everyone like jumped in the middle of one of the reading sprints and I just totally forgot about it. So you guys can go ahead and go around and introduce yourselves.
Hi, I'm Joanna. I'm from the channel Joanna Souza. I read primarily fantasy, lately less fantasy, but usually that's my genre.
Hi, I'm Abby from the channel Abby Salter. I also predominantly read fantasy, some romance, some sci-fi. And this game has actually liked me this time.
Love it.
I'm Evie. My channel is She Was Only Evie. I don't post a lot anymore, mostly discussions, but I read a little bit of everything from fantasy to sci-fi to literary fiction to classics, so just a hodgepodge taste.
Hi, I'm Angela. My channel is Angela Rose Reads. I don't really post anymore either right now because school started, so there's like virtually no time to do anything, but I read a lot of everything. Stephanie and I were in a book club together and we have pretty similar tastes, it seems. But I feel like the oddball here because I'm starting the readathon right now and I'll do my roles for the first time like right now. So 48 hours starting now. So you guys are all finishing and I'll cheer you on and I'm just starting.
But that means we get to see your roles.
Yeah, I have the spinner wheels. I've got the dice. I've got the digital board, so I didn't print it out, but I'm going to do it on my iPad. So
Nice. Have you done a single roll yet?
no, I waited for this.
Oh, I'm so excited. We can watch your first roll.
I'm so nervous. Oh my gosh. I've been seeing your rolls and I'm scared.
I will say that Stephanie, at some point, I'm gonna ask you to do rolls for me.
Yeah.
Because I didn't participate in this readathon. Sorry guys. It stresses me out, like short amount of time and like, yeah. So at some point I'm actually gonna participate in this game, but with no stressors involved.
Other
than with no time limit.
Yeah.
It's better.
Stephanie, you did say that was possible, didn't you? Like have the board, just see however long it takes you.
Yep. If you want to just like see how long it takes you to complete it, or if you want to give yourself a week or a month or whatever, go for it. Have fun. Don't stress. Because I get it. 48-hour readathons are really stressful. I mean, I'm exhausted.
When I used to make monthly TBRs, those stressed me out. I'm like, I gotta read all these books in a month.
Those are stressful.
You pick the book as you go though, don't you? So you don't have to feel like you've got to read something that you've already predetermined. Like you get to that role and you're like, oh, I've got to pick a 5-star prediction. Okay, let's go find one.
Yeah.
But then the problem is your 5-star predictions are often like if you're a fantasy reader, you're like, do I really want to pick up Elantris right now? No.
No, that depends if you're doing it in 48 hours though. If you're doing it over the course of like a month, you wouldn't really worry so much about it.
Yeah, definitely. Okay, Angela, you should set up to do your first roll and we'll go through and chat with some people in the comments while you're doing that. So no pressure to like rush or anything. Because I know with everyone yesterday, they're all like, okay, I have to set everything up. So take your time. Oh, look at your board. I'm so excited.
It's your board. The beauty. All right. Oh my God, I'm so scared.
Oh, you're ready. That's quick.
No, I've got everything ready to go. I won't lie. I just know from your experience, 6 is the bad one?
6 is bad. You think it's good. It's not.
4.
Woo! That's what I had.
4. Yes.
Great starting number.
So that is... I did change a couple of the prompts because like I don't read as much fantasy. So like I changed them all to 300-page books because I'm like...
That's fine. I feel like... people can change as much as you want to make it fun for you.
I took out buddy read because I was like, I don't have a buddy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You have no friends, Abby. You have no friends.
No, but I didn't want to have the stress to suddenly be like, I need someone to read a book with me and I need them to read it with me now.
That's true.
Right.
That is a better explanation than I have no friends.
I know you have a ton of friends.
No, but I was like, I can't find a friend that can instantly drop everything to read.
Yes, you do. Us. No, because we're bound by our own rules.
Yes.
Okay. Did you
If I get
spin?
a poll pick, will you guys pick for me?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. Okay, here we go.
Greater than 300 pages.
I would get the longest one first, wouldn't I? For me.
Got this. Okay, now go grab some options. Bring them back. We'll be
Yeah, I'm
waiting.
kind of almost
I
like
thought you were gonna be like, and here's what I've got already.
Yeah.
no, you guys chat. I'm gonna go pick some choices.
Okay, let's see everyone who has come to join us. Made it to the last space. Woo-hoo. I have two. I'm gonna pick my last book on here with you guys as well. So Kingdom of Flesh
So
and
we get some options as well to pick for you.
Yes. I'm glad you've already started Kingdom of Flesh and Fire because that's long if you're just starting that now because it ends in like 7 hours. For me, if you want to extend it, you go for it. Hi, page 50. Oh no, you hit a wormhole. I'm so sorry. You were doing so great.
You were to hit a wormhole now.
I know. It's the last day. Still reading my third book. That's fair. You have kids.
Wasn't it like that 800-page book that she was reading?
Yeah, she's on a chunky one. Wait, she was doing Crooked Kingdom, I think last that I remember. Finished Children on the Hill, going to start Howl's Moving Castle instead of For the Wolf and Addie LaRue because the last book left you shook. Okay, that's awesome. So a lot of people have been reading Children on the Hill in this readathon. I don't know, it's just super popular. But Howl's Moving Castle is a super quick read.
It is. And it's fun.
It is, and it's super cute.
It's so good.
100 pages left of Foundry Side. Oh, Sophia would love that you're reading the same book. Took her a week to get through it. Yeah, I feel like a lot of people feel a lot more confident doing it in a week, and that's fair because, dude, you can hit 1 million wormholes.
You would know.
I would know. Okay, let's go ahead and check out your books, Angela, and then we'll come back to some more comments. I'm excited to see what you got.
Okay, I made my choice because this one wasn't a poll pick because I have already started it, but I'm only like 40 pages in.
Nice.
And I think it'll be a really fast read for this.
That's such a good one.
Is it good?
We were talking about that yesterday in the spring.
It's so fun. It's so fun.
Basically, everyone was going on about it, and Stephanie was like, "What's this? I've never heard of this. Is this a book?"
Well, so far it's really like funny, and that's the whole point. It's just like fun, and I feel like because I've been watching, and everybody's like, "Okay, don't pick your biggest books first because you could end up." Yeah, so I'm gonna go with this because this will be hopefully quick.
Nice. Oh, I love it. I'm excited to see what you think about it because we do have fairly similar tastes, and so I'm interested to see if you like it. Okay. I have to go through my options as well. I actually only have 3 options at this point. It's a free pick though, like it's at the end, so I can choose whatever I want. But again, I picked all things that are on my actual June TBR because y'all know I'm way behind on that. So Fables, graphic novel. I think it's kind of like Once Upon a Time-esque, but not as kid friendly. Ow. Assassin's Blade by Sarah J. Maas. I have been reading the series. I've read the first 3 books. So this is like her prequel novellas book. So that's on there. Also, I kind of like the colors on this cover. And my other one is Readathon. So I know in my TBR game, I chose Evershore, but I'm actually on Readathon in the series. So I'm exchanging it out. And so the other choice is Readathon. It's not a graphic novel. It's a novella in his Cytonics series.
Well, I think because you have all day, the graphic novel you'd finish in like 1 sprint.
That's true.
And then what would you read? The same with Readathon, you'd finish really quickly. So the only option you really have to keep you going all day is Assassin's Blade.
Okay, we'll go ahead and go with that. I feel like that was the one I was leaning towards as well, just because it would give me all day. I was gonna try to like bring in more like full big old novels to pick from too, but I was like, well, I have Ruin, I have Fool's Assassin, I have Ruthless Fae, like they're all pretty chunky. So
the thing is, there's a difference between like a novel and those books, which are like the biggest thing ever. Like, don't you have anything in between a graphic novel and a 600-page book?
No, she's like, it's either Oathbringer or a graphic novel.
I feel like I have the couple Emily Henry books, but I just wasn't feeling them today because I want to be able to like go out and read them outside or do those types of things because they feel like those books. And today I'm going to be reading pretty much exclusively right here. There's going to be a little bit of a break, but most of it's
about Nettle and Bone.
It's not on my TBR.
Oh, but you bought it.
But I bought it. I was just thinking like books that are on my actual monthly TBR because
you've already failed that anyway.
Thanks, Abby.
She still has 7 days, 5 days.
No, but are you going to be able to read
finish now?
I trust you. I believe in you, Stephanie. Don't listen to the naysayers.
Past Stephanie to pull through.
I could do this.
Just to prove you wrong, Abby, she's gonna do it.
I actually am. I
was just thinking, like, if you're going to fail anyway, might as well just fail and embrace it.
Spectacularly. Just start reading books that aren't even on there. Just go for it.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. I actually think I'm kind of feeling this one.
Okay.
Actually, every other book in this series I have read on a 48-hour readathon. So it kind of is fitting.
It fits.
So
that one is fun too.
Finish it. Yeah, I've heard people love that one, which I don't tend to love short story collections, but I feel like it's going to be a little different because it's like all the same characters. So,
Joanna, have you made a decision?
Yes, I have. I actually decided that I'm going to love myself and pick A Dead Gin in Cairo because it's very short and I wanted to start those the novellas first so that I could get into the
You mean the novellas you're supposed to buddy read with Abby and I that Abby and I read and you didn't?
Oh, yeah. That was like a year ago.
I know, that was so long ago.
I don't even have my excuses that I have at the moment.
And I love it. You're like, fair enough.
I just didn't do
it.
It
wasn't even like a big book. It was like
they're so short. Listen. I really like them though. I hope you enjoy them. I thought they were fun.
I'm excited. The first one is like 1 hour and 41 minutes, and then the audiobook, and then
then you won.
And then I won, and then I can do whatever the heck I want.
Abby,
how are you expecting this is going to take me long?
I picked up a random book. I'm reading The Shadow in the Glass by J.J.A. Harwood.
What is that? Oh, never heard of it.
I've never heard of it.
It was £1 in a charity shop a while back, and it was on Scribd. It's like sort of fairy tale fantasy-esque, so sticking with my sort of theme that's been a bit bizarre, that's worked out. And you're following this girl called Ella, who is a maid, and she ends up making a deal with a godmother in exchange for her soul for 7 wishes. And but there's like, I guess she doesn't quite realize what she's giving away. Mm-hmm. And it's following her. And the wishes and the darkness in like 1800s London.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. I mean, it's been pretty quick so far. I mean, it's not like an absolute favorite, but I've been enjoying it. And I've been listening to the audiobook as I've done lots of, I did the food shop, I did a walk, I cooked a bolognese, which is cooking away currently. So I think, according to Scribd, I have 1 hour and 50 minutes left on 2 times speed. But I think I might start reading it a bit more physically so I can go a bit quicker than that.
Nice. Wow, you're definitely going to finish too. Evie, what are you reading?
So I'm very behind on my short story collection getting through this. I should have had this done last month, so I'll probably read a couple stories from here. And then I'm on the second novella of this collection. It's just 2 novellas in here, but this last one's like 140 pages. So
nice.
I'm going to start small and then work my way
up. Fun. Okay, let's see what everyone else is reading. I think I saw The Fellowship of the Ring in here. Nice. Oh, I love that series so much. So good. So good. On the ALC for Miss Aldridge Regretwitz is a poll pick for my second book. Nice.
Second board.
Second board? Oh my gosh. Yeah, I remember that actually. That's not fair. I mean, good for you. I just feel like I seriously got such bad luck this time around, and it was so bad.
Especially, I don't know how, like, when I left you, you were pretty much still at the beginning, and now you're at the end. Like, how did that happen?
Yeah, that is what happened.
On the way, please.
It's so crazy. Okay, I'll go over this, but good luck. We're all rooting for you to get 3+, because it feels so good to land on that last spot. Like, it's so good. So I was at the beginning, right? Literally had not moved. And then I rolled, I think, like a star, and I chose a graphic novel. And then I rolled a 1 and landed on a sun, and it was a friend pick. So everyone in the comments was like, we choose you to read The Egg. I'd never heard of The Egg. I had no idea what this was. So they're like, we linked it in Discord. Go check it out. It was like a 3-page long story, but it is on Goodreads.
Yay!
Maybe you're back. Wow.
I was like, ooh, you guys are awesome. I was very proud of my subscribers. I was like, you guys are the absolute best. I was so happy about that. You guys should check it out. It's actually really good. It's by Andy Weir. And then, I don't know, I rolled like a star, I think. And I read another graphic novel, and then I rolled past the second wormhole. Yay. And I got a star, and I read The Only Good Indians for that.
Oh, yeah.
What did you think?
It was good. And the crazy thing is, I grew up there.
What? That makes it even cooler.
I grew up like just on a reservation just south of that reservation that this is set on. I know all those places. I fished on Duck Lake. I have been to Browning. I like camped at, like, yeah, I've been all those places. I know them. I played res ball. Like,
did that make it just that much?
It was crazy. It was so crazy reading that book, because I was like, I know all this stuff. Like, this is legit where I grew up.
So are you going to read more Stephen Graham Jones? This is a loaded question. Okay, good.
If she said no, she was gone.
Yeah, I left.
Evie left the chat.
Leave studio. Yeah. Yes, I enjoyed it quite a bit. Is he Blackfeet?
Yeah.
He is. Okay. Because I was gonna say I would be surprised if he like singled in on that to write his book about if he wasn't Blackfeet. But yeah. So it was crazy. It was just so crazy. I'm going to have my husband read it too, because he grew up in Kalispell for a chunk of his like childhood. So, and Kalispell is like right there.
Yeah, when I saw that on your stories, I was like, "Oh my god! Oh my god!"
Yeah, it was good. It was good.
Did you do like immersion reading, like listen to it on audio as well? Oh, okay.
I did.
I heard that the audiobook is really, really good. So
it is.
I think so. I like it.
His like res accent is a little different than the ones I'm familiar with, but he might not actually be from a res, so he might just be trying to replicate it, which is fair enough.
Did he narrate it, the author, or? Oh, okay.
No,
you're talking about the narrator. Sorry,
the narrator. Yeah. So that threw me off a little bit. I was like, "Ooh, that's not what I remember." And I remember for a while there, I had that accent a bit. It wasn't as strong as others, but yeah. So like, I'm very familiar with it. It was so cool. Like, I've never had a book that was set where I'm from, so it was crazy. Like, all these people in New York, this must be what you feel like.
I remember reading it during reading sprints one time, and it gets surprisingly gory and intense and terrible. And my heart was pounding, and I didn't realize the facial expressions I was making. And everyone was like, "Are you okay?"
It was so crazy though, because you're just like reading along, and then all of a sudden you're like, "Wait, what?" Like, no, and then it just goes from there. You're like, oh,
does not stop.
But you can't stop reading. Like, it's just written so well. I'll just say the bike scene. Like, that is one of the most disgusting, horrifying things. But it's like, you can't look away. It's just So good.
I think wasn't that like the first time that like
Yes.
the pedal hit
Yes.
the metal or the you know what I mean? And like
Yes. Yeah.
oh my jaw dropped. I was like, oh, that's
And I was
what's
like,
gonna be happening.
whoa.
Okay. Never mind.
Yeah.
At first you're like, is this fake? And then it just keeps going. You're like, this isn't fake. Okay, here we go.
I'm actually kind of glad it wasn't like a dream
Me
sequence
too.
though, because that would have made it a little less ooh.
Horrifying.
Yeah. It was crazy. I enjoyed it. It was fun. But I feel like I read it from like 11 to 3 in the morning. So by the
Perfect
time I
time.
was done, it
Perfect time.
was good. But then I was like, I'm so tired. I don't even know what I think at this point.
I think that was the last book and the first book in quite a long time that I literally stayed up past midnight because I was like, I cannot go to sleep. I have to finish this book. And I had like 100 pages left, and I just stayed up until I finished it. So
yeah, I was
I
gonna
want to
finish
read it,
in
but it
these
sounds
days.
like a bit scary, you know?
It is. It's horror. But I mean,
it is. There are a lot of graphic, like gory things in it, but it doesn't feel gratuitous at the same time. And I think it like, I don't know, it's a love letter to horror and to, you know, native like culture and stuff like that. And it's just so good. Of course I'm biased. So
Have you read some of his others?
oh yeah. I've read a lot. So.
If I'm not a big fan of slashers, like would I not like My Heart is a Chainsaw, or do you think it's still good because of him?
Yeah, because I don't like slashers either.
Yeah, I like horror, supernatural, paranormal, stuff like that, not slasher really.
Mm-hmm.
So I am not a big horror movie fan, but I loved My Heart is a Chainsaw just because the way that it's structured. So it's not a spoiler, but like there are like slasher 101 papers interspersed as written by one of the characters. And it really just like kind of explains some of the tropes in slashers, and it just, I don't know, makes it more compelling. And
it almost reminds me of Scream, huh? How when they just talk about all the tropes through that actually might be really cool then. Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you. I can look forward to that.
I would not recommend The Least of My Scars though, because that's not as a first time like Stephen Graham Jones book, or like maybe even a second, because it's very disgusting, and the book that almost made me puke. So
ooh.
She's like, okay, I will read it now.
He's like, okay, that's like this.
Wait, that's a big reaction. Yeah, that's
yeah.
It's a great read, and only 200 pages left. Next time I'll play smart.
Thanks.
That was for you, so I wanted to put it up for you to see it.
Yeah,
okay,
they were saying that like they chose a big book first, because I was like, I think I'll choose this lighter one first, and they were like, I chose a big one first, but they're enjoying it, so that's like the point of your readathon, right? So
yes, exactly. And if you go over, do you have fun? Let's do some reading. Probably should read until the hour. Get a chunk in. Let me edit this. Save. Okay, here we go, guys. Let's do it.
Hello, hello.
Hey. Welcome back.
Hello.
I have 16 minutes left of my last book.
Oh, that's not bad at all. You're definitely going to finish.
Yeah, I have to.
Well, if you don't finish with only 16 minutes left, then
I know.
Then that would be a little bit concerning.
Mm-hmm.
It would be a big failure.
Ooh, 51 pages of Howl's Moving Castle done. I remember reading that book. It was good. Ooh, someone's reading
the movie yet, though.
I haven't watched the movie either. I've only read the book.
Usually it's the opposite, but you and I are both the odd one.
I know. Oh, I've only read the first Zodiac Academy, so haven't even moved into this realm, but I feel like it's got to be so weird to read from the boys' perspective. Like,
oh, I didn't realize there was like alternate perspectives for Zodiac.
I think the Ruthless Boys might be different, but I know that there is a book that's from the boys' perspective, and Ruthless Boys, I think it follows them. I could be wrong. I'm not good at this. 2 hours left my audiobook.
I would pay money to get to read Crooked Kingdom again for the first time.
I really enjoyed Crooked Kingdom. I liked it quite a bit better than Six of Crows. So, 7th book. Oh my goodness. I am so sorry. 50-ish pages left in Foundry Side. Woohoo! I'm so excited to read Foundry Side later this year. I freaking love it.
Have you read it before? I've read only the first one, so I'm very excited to reread it.
I wonder how Sophia's getting on with it.
Yeah, I bet she's doing pretty well with it. She had her roller skating stuff today, though. Gosh, that sounds fun. Ooh, I love Dairy Queen. Ooh, that sounds so good. I'm definitely going to have ice cream.
Oh, that does sound good.
Right?
I'm so hungry.
I've never watched a Ghibli movie, so I really don't even know what they're about. What? I'm so hungry, too. It's only 11 here, but I feel like it's my exhaustion. 39 pages. Nice.
Yeah, I texted my husband during the sprint, so I was like, can we have McDonald's or Burger King for lunch/dinner? He's like, I'd rather have Red Robin or Ted's. And I'm like, okay, I'm hungry.
So, like, just food. Like, I need food.
I mean, we will be having spaghetti bolognese. It's just
in the make.
Like it's cooking. It's doing its thing. It's
got to sit for a while.
Yeah.
Does anybody like mochi?
What?
Does anybody like mochi?
Yeah.
So I was gonna say Trader Joe's has actually really good mochi ice cream.
It's the one with like the stuff on the outside of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, no.
I don't like the
They're nice.
texture of it.
In your freezer, and then you've got mochi ice cream whenever you want.
Nah, I'm good.
You're like Dairy Queen for me.
Yo, I'm basic. Ooh, nice. Page 64. Joining late, rolled last night. Final space. Woohoo! Look at all of us on our final spaces.
Well, I'd be a bit concerned if I was still at the beginning.
For you particularly, because you're probably going to go to bed a little bit earlier. You've knocked out a lot of manga during this readathon. I'm quite impressed. You followed my monthly one. Oh, did you like do all the rolls first and then read your books? Is that what you're talking about? 10 books. Yeah. I think I ended up with 8. But I mean, obviously the egg was like 3 pages. So, oh, hey, someone agrees with you.
Yes. There's some at like Target. There's a different brand that I don't care for as much, but for some reason Trader Joe's is just the ice cream's really creamy and good. Still
on the first roll of the book.
Oh no.
Oh, that one just popped up. find the challenges through the Readathon. I just found the Readathon today. Okay, so I have an announcement video, and I'll have all the information in the description for that. And then you can like find the board, and you'll just have to have a die. And like a spinner wheel prompt, or you can just use the cards. So it's on my channel. You can go find the announcement video there. I can link it down in the description of this one later. I just haven't yet, which I probably should have now that I'm thinking about it. But I failed. It's fine.
That's for next year.
Yeah, well, this is my like first go through. It will improve. No, I don't like mochi ice cream. I ate it we went to this like fancy restaurant in Vegas. And so I know it was good, right? So like it wasn't cheap, but I don't like the texture of the stuff around it.
See, that's my favorite part. You have to like that like squishy, doughy texture.
Yeah.
And I do not.
Yeah, then you wouldn't probably like it for sure. No.
Nope.
I'm so intrigued by what Trader Joe's is. Like,
oh, I love Trader Joe's.
Grocery store. Everybody.
I know it's a grocery store, but the hype that it gets.
Yeah, I know. Like, we don't have that. I mean, I don't know in the UK, but in Europe, nobody is that hyped about grocery stores. Everyone's like, "Fuck grocery stores, you have to go," you know. And then in America, they're like, "Oh my God, you've never been to Trader Joe's?" I'm like, "Is this like a concert? Is this a band? Is this like something like Disneyland?" You're like, "It's a grocery store." Oh.
I think
to be fair, I'm not hyped about it as much as most people because
Yeah.
I can't get all of my groceries there. And so I have to make it. To me, I go to Trader Joe's like once every couple of months just to get certain things, or maybe once a month, because they have certain like brands of things and stuff like that. But I can't get all my shopping done there. So I'm like, it's not my favorite, but
what's the hype?
I just like some of the things from Trader Joe's I think are really good, but
seasonal. Like they had like pumpkin mix to make pancakes and stuff. They go crazy when it's fall with like pumpkin and maple and walnut and all that stuff. And that's when I go, is in the fall.
Is it sort of like a Whole Foods or
similar, but a little smaller? Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Honestly, I think Whole Foods is better, to be honest, because they do have a lot more of a selection.
Yeah, if you're going to do your actual grocery shopping there. I just feel like there's some items from Trader Joe's that are really good.
Yeah, definitely.
So it's not like I feel I'm not that hyped about Trader Joe's, but there are some items from there where I'm like, yeah, they're good. They did good with those.
I also have never been to a Trader Joe's, Megan. So you and me both.
In the US, never been to Trader Joe's. So if you've never actually been there, you're of course not going to understand the hype. And I feel like I don't have the hype like some of my friends do. I have this one friend who like literally got everything from Trader Joe's all the time. She was obsessed, but she's also one of the like more granola-y type person. So
did you say more granola-y type person?
Yeah,
that's a nice way to put it.
I love it. I've never referred to someone as being granola.
Oh,
yeah. Is it quite bougie then?
It's not bougie.
No,
it's very natural,
like
no additives.
I eat no gluten, no this, no
I like
that.
to go on hikes all the time, and everything I own is Cotopaxi, and I drive a Subaru and have a dog, and we go, you know.
This is so specific. I love it.
But it's true. Like, am I not describing it right?
You are. Yeah.
Someone who is
a bit of extra disposable income. Is it pricier? Like, could you get the same sort of thing?
It's lifestyle.
Okay. Because I'd say like Whole Foods here is definitely more expensive than a normal supermarket.
Oh, we're talking about Trader Joe's. Yeah, it's a little more expensive.
Some things I find are a little like the produce, because they have it. This is really random, but like if you think of like your herbs and stuff and you want to get them fresh, sometimes they can only come in huge bulk things and you don't end up using it all. But Trader Joe's sometimes has like smaller options in like produce, so that will be cheaper. But yeah, for the most part, I don't know. It's not that expensive, I don't think. But I think Whole Foods is a little pricier.
Whole Foods is more expensive. Trader Joe's is more expensive than like a regular grocery store.
Yeah.
You know, like
although nowadays there isn't a regular.
Everything's insane right now.
I'm
So
like, I haven't really shopped in the US, but I've shopped in Canada and I was shocked by their food prices.
If you want to eat healthy, it's quite expensive in the US.
And then when people sometimes say the price of things, I'm like, I'm sorry, what? How much is it?
If you want to eat junk, you can eat pretty cheap.
Yeah.
That's why everybody loves Costco. It's like a bulk warehouse.
Yeah, we've got that
store.
here.
Yeah, but like the thing is you have to have storage for all of that stuff. And like I live in an apartment. I try, but man, every time we go to Costco, I have to like stack stuff random places.
No. It's so, I mean, I don't go to Costco very often. They do have the best strawberries though, I think.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So good. But
this isn't helping everyone's hunger, is it?
no.
I'm literally looking at my groceries right now. I'm like, oh, I'm hungry.
I mean, I have a big waft of spaghetti bolognese, just like
waft. My favorite word, Abby.
I thought. No, I didn't think it was waft. I thought it was like
It was a pungent waft. Remember?
Yeah. Permeate.
That permeated. What was this on the train? Where were we? And someone just like let loose a fart, and it was.
That's lovely.
Oh,
and Abby's reaction, like my reaction would have been, "Ew, you gross ass!" Like you farted on the, Abby's like, "Ooh, that's a pungent waft," because that's how Abby is.
That's terribly gross.
Sophia's message saying, "I'm a bit worried that I'm not going to be able to finish Foundry Side. I have 4.5 hours of listening time left. It's 6 p.m. and I haven't had dinner or anything yet, which I'll need to make at some point."
Tell her to read a graphic novel or something.
Yep. Throw in a graphic novel, bust something out real quick.
Yep.
Let me see. It's cheaper for a lot of things like cheese and nuts, especially. Yeah, I guess. I don't really buy specialty cheeses all that often. I'm like basic, like sandwich cheese and stuff, unless I'm having some sort of reason to do it. But I guess they do have vegetarian options.
Yeah, they have tofu that's like flavored or like seasoned, which is kind of nice. It's like teriyaki tofu. It's not bad. I mean, it's not like super strong of a flavor, but no, it's actually saves you a little bit of time of doing it yourself.
Yeah, that's fair enough. I don't like the texture of tofu.
Yeah, you and I are the opposite in this one because I love the texture of that like mochi and tofu, and you don't.
No, I am a very picky texture person. Like texture is my thing. I can do most tastes even if I don't like them. It's fine, but texture, I'm like, well, no.
What's your favorite?
I feel ya. I used to, as a kid, not be able to drink orange juice because it had like pulp. I still don't drink. I'm saying as a kid, I still don't do it.
Yeah,
I cannot do pulp. And yogurt with like pieces inside.
I hate pulp.
So Joanna, would you not buy like the non-pulp orange juice?
No, I would buy the non-pulp, but not with pulp.
My coworkers know to get a way to get to me is to eat yogurt with specifically bananas in them, or just eat straight cottage cheese, and I'm just like, ugh.
Oh my god,
no.
Bananas in general.
Wait, is this fresh coconut or is this dried coconut? Because they have
like
very
shaved,
different
like
textures. Fresh coconut is like fairly slimy and stuff, like, but dried coconut is like more of a, I don't know, like grainier texture.
Okay.
Both. Okay. Because they're very different textures. Do you like the texture of hummus? I don't mind hummus. I can do hummus.
I love hummus.
I did recently
onions.
Find
fair enough.
I was introduced to dark chocolate hummus, dessert hummus, and it changed my life. Oh my gosh, it's so good.
I've never heard of it.
Is it still the chickpeas?
Yeah.
Huh.
But you can make chickpeas sweet. Like a friend of mine made a chickpea brownie thing, and I was like, this is gonna be nasty, and it was actually really good. So I believe that the hummus would be good. Yeah.
Interesting. I'm gonna have to try that now because I actually like hummus.
What do you have it with?
I mean, I dip carrots in it, or strawberries, or
strawberries.
Makes sense.
Fruit. I could see the fruit.
Yeah.
Jalapeno honey hummus.
Oh, that sounds good.
That does sound good.
Yep, that does sound good.
Man, okay, this is bad conversation.
Why are we're so hungry, and all of a sudden, let's talk about all this food.
Okay.
I'm gonna go. I literally have like almost everything we've been talking about. I'm like, on our break, I'm gonna get strawberries. I'm gonna grab a hummus. I'm gonna grab all this.
Making hummus flavored is criminal.
So,
You can't do anything but regular hummus. Fair enough. Fair enough. I like it though.
It's funny how Waitrose is currently selling a Lebanese hummus with it's got whole chickpeas and zoug in it. Whatever zoug is, I don't really know, but it's what it's advertised as. It's really tasty, and we're both now obsessed with it in this household. But
what? I never make meringue, but that's interesting.
Huh.
Instead of using the egg whites, you can use chickpea water.
yeah, I've heard that they can replace egg whites in certain things.
Huh.
Never used it, but
The things you learn. You're on reading sprints, apparently.
we're on food sprints. That's what we are.
Oh, I know. I'm so hungry now. Okay, we might need to do another sprint, and I might need to go grab myself a little bit of breakfast.
suddenly just turns into a reading sprints mukbang.
Abby,
Yes.
speaking of finally trying, or food, whatever. I told you that I finally tried
Marmite.
Yeah.
And
It's disgusting, isn't it? But you know what they're selling now? They're selling Marmite hummus.
But okay, wait. How did you eat the Marmite though?
On a very stale piece of matzah. So
The only way I've been able to eat Marmite is with Gouda cheese, because Gouda cheese is so bland that a little bit of Marmite with it just complements the saltiness. But it has to be the tiniest bit, because I'm not a big fan of Marmite either. But I can eat it like that.
honestly, like the only way I could like describe the taste to my husband was that it tasted like soy sauce.
It's like stock. Stock.
It's just.
But so, I think it pretty much is stock.
That makes sense then.
But
every time you see Marmite,
if you're a British person, I mean, I don't really like it, but my dad would have a crumpet with Marmite and cheese on top, and then he'd put it under the grill.
Yeah, I can see
until
that.
The cheese melted.
Yeah. I mean, it's not like, wow, the best thing in the world, but
Ew. I seriously, every time you guys start talking about Marmite, it takes me a minute to realize you're not talking about like the animal a marmot.
Beauty.
Oh wait.
I ate it with cheese. What? Oh,
I was like that. I mean, that takes some dedication. You gotta go kill that thing. Probably gotta trap it. I mean, I'm impressed. I got chased by two. I was just minding my own business, going on a hike in snow. And then all of a sudden they're like sprinting at me, two of them, like full on attack mode. So like I scream and run backwards, right? And like my husband and niece are just laughing, thinking it's so funny. I'm like, no, they're gonna take me out.
They're gonna kill me, guys.
They were actually coming for me. There was like four marmots on that hike. That was fun.
What a way to go, right?
I would have fallen off the mountain. We were not in a very safe place. Like topple down. Oh, I never would have gotten out. I would have frozen there. Okay. Now, let's do some reading. I'm going to go grab a little bit of food and probably some coffee. Should we read to the hour again?
Yes, I support.
Yeah.
Gotta get all the reading we can in.
Right. Hello.
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 I will say you said hello, and my cat just woke up and meowed. So,
Oh, hi, kitty. I love cats so much. Oh, my husband went to the golf course without me, and he said there was a guy who brought his cats with him, and he was like on the putting green, just putting and chipping and stuff, and the cats just laid there, and we're all good, and they licked themselves. I'm like, oh, I want to go pet them. Why are there cats there the one time I don't go?
do you guys not have any pets? Or
No, we can't have pets where I live.
oh,
That is sad.
I know. I would get a cat. I love them.
I
How's
have
everyone's
two,
week?
but mine are like as big as dogs. My cats are gigantic.
Your cats are cute. Well, the one that I've seen in the videos. I'm a decent chunk in.
Nice.
Yeah.
How many pages is that?
134.
So have you finished the first story?
I finished the first 2 stories. I'm on the 3rd.
Nice.
Yeah. So
When are you cutting yourself off? How long do you have left?
oh, I have 5 more hours. So I have till 5 p.m. my time, which is 4 p.m. your time.
Yeah. Exactly.
I finished the readathon. I finished my last book.
Yeah, that's
So happy.
exciting.
I did it. I did it.
Yay.
I have 33 minutes left, or like
Woo!
Nice. You're so close. Well,
I'll finish in the next sprint.
yeah, you're gonna be done.
I'm gonna go make food after this because I'm starving. I'm starving.
For breakfast, I had leftover pizza.
I'm gonna go make homemade pizza just after this. So.
Nice.
See, look at us.
I love it. Oh,
Domino's? What did you get?
Domino's.
Domino's too?
Yeah.
and my husband just texted me, "Do you want to get food now?"
Like yes.
Yes.
Yes, I do. I'm gonna have my sweet tea.
Balance.
Strawberries. They're so much better when you buy them from a farm.
Are they?
So much better than the grocery store.
We used to grow strawberries, but ours never seemed to get as big as the ones that
I don't
you
think
could
they're
get.
supposed to.
Maybe
I think
not.
strawberries are actually like typically, at least wild strawberries are small.
Yeah.
Totally possible. We used to have a huge raspberry patch too. Like huge. It was so good. We would get buckets of raspberries.
Yeah.
They're so good.
We're back to talking about food.
What are you doing?
I used to love going fruit picking in the summer as a kid. There used to be one like really locally to my parents until it closed down. But as a child, it was so exciting to go to the fruit farm. Apart from when we lost my sister there. I mean, I don't think it was very traumatic for me. I think it was traumatic for my parents. We were like, so we'd done the whole strawberry field. Like we'd picked all our strawberries. We'd gone as like a whole family, and we'd all moved to go pick raspberries. I don't know how old I was. She must have been, maybe I was like 7 and she was 3 or something. Like, or maybe even 2 and 6. Like she was young, and we were like picking our raspberries. And then we're like, where's Tazzy gone? Where's she gone? Where's my sister? Where is she?
No.
And we were like running through all the raspberry fields trying to find her, like running like around, like going to the gooseberries, like everywhere. She had gone back to the strawberry field and gone right to the top of the strawberry field, like the furthest away. And then her excuse was, I don't like raspberries.
Oh my god.
And she like buried herself in the strawberry, like, you know, because she was small, she just like hidden herself within the strawberry plants.
Those are some big strawberry plants.
Yeah.
I love huckleberries. We'll pick huckleberries when we go on hikes in Montana because they're very frequently up in those mountains. And so we'll just like pick them as we go along and eat them. Like we don't usually go like huckleberry picking to have enough, but we'll just like pick them for ourselves, like get a handful and like munch as we hike. Oh, huckleberries are so good.
I like apple picking.
I don't really see what
that's
huckleberries in the UK. What do they?
You don't have huckleberries? Oh,
or maybe we just call them something else.
Maybe.
What do you say? My husband thinks they might just be in the US.
I'm seeing this thing called huckleberries versus blueberries. Are they a type of blueberry?
They're not the same thing, no. I mean, they look similar, like the structure of them is, but they taste different and they look different too. But yeah, they're so good though. Oh my goodness, they're so good. Yeah.
Well, huckleberry is the state fruit of Idaho.
Yeah, I believe that.
That's why I know them.
Northern Idaho. Because where I'm from, you have to like go into the mountains. Like, they don't grow lower down. And you can't like grow huckleberries. Like they just grow wild. Which is kind of crazy. That's probably why you don't get them in the UK, because there's just not enough of them to make them an international commodity that much. You can't grow them. You can't have like huckleberry farms.
Yeah.
They just grow up in the mountains. Yeah.
I guess I'll just have to come visit.
You will. Oh my gosh, you guys.
You know it, November.
I never had huckleberries either. Yeah.
Well, I bet they don't grow in California either. So yeah, you should. You should come visit. We'll go up huckleberry picking. It'll be fun.
When's huckleberry season?
I have family where you live, so
nice. Huckleberry season is like end of July, beginning of August, right, sweetie? Yeah. I was like, I just happen to be up in the mountains when they're growing. I guess I don't like ever intentionally be like, let's go pick huckleberries. But
this year you will, because we talked about it.
Yeah, but you have to be kind of careful because bears like them too. So you just got to make sure that you're careful about going around.
America. Watch out for the bears, guys.
Is that not a normal thing in other countries? You don't got bears just running around?
No, maybe we might say like, you might see a fox.
Oh, that's cute.
I mean,
let's see a fox.
Yeah.
Like bobcats are a big one too.
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm in Oregon now, and we're gonna go just spend the summer hiking because it's got like waterfalls everywhere and mountains and crazy stuff. And I'm like, I wonder what kind of animals are out here. I don't know, but yeah, that is a concern.
I've never had any kind of problem with like cougars or bobcats or anything like that.
It would be so tempting to just like smoosh their noses.
Yeah, as they bite your hand off.
I know. I just said it would be tempting.
Yeah,
look at their big nose.
The babies are so cute. I had a friend who had a baby bobcat, and they raised it. It was so cute. Just
yeah,
no. Face.
No, we don't really have any of those things.
No.
Abby's just like, I might not want huckleberries that much.
Huckleberries getting mauled by a bear.
No, like we've had quite a few people over from Canada, and they're like, "Oh yeah, I go on bike rides every weekend with the bears," and I'm like,
"Well, the bears don't bike."
No, but like they go for a bike ride and they see the bears.
Yeah,
by chance.
My husband went and ran a half marathon up at Browning. Actually, they went to East Glacier, and they had the police go along the road first and make a ton of noise to scare all the bears away, so they could run them half marathon along the road.
That is never a concern in Luxembourg, trust me. We never think, oh, you have the half marathon. Let's first kick out the bears.
Yeah.
I saw a bear one time, like I want to say it was in New Mexico, so it was just a highway and then mostly desert as far as the eye can see.
And then a bear.
And somehow a baby bear runs across the highway. It was like probably between a kid and an adult. And I was like, we're in the middle of nowhere.
How did you make it here?
I know.
What are you doing?
Yeah, I mean, I've seen deers. I mean, I see deers in my local park all the time, and I'm like fine with it because I know that's like a deer nature reserve type thing. But when I've seen a deer like in a random field, then I'm like it literally just jumped out of nowhere. I was like, me and my sister were like, what was that? That was a deer. Like jumped out right in front of us. And we were like, we were not expecting that. When I'm in the Richmond Park, I expect it, but not in another random field.
That is so funny. We were driving back from going paddleboarding and saw like 5 or 6 deer just on the side of the road on the way home.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One time I saw a moose when I was in America, and then we blocked the road, and we're like, oh, we have to wait for them to go away.
I mean, it's pretty much every time I go into work, I'll see the deer, whether that's on the way or on the way back.
Okay, but America has nothing on Australia.
There.
Australia's wildlife is like
wild.
Crazy. Let's see what other people are doing. Woman chased off mountain by 2 angry marmots. They were mad. Nothing. I was walking, minding my own business. They just like came at me. They started.
Were you though minding your own business?
Yes. I was just.
You were probably freaking out about your audiobook, you know, and then they were like, "Oh, we want to know the rest too."
Oh yeah, I wasn't actually listening to an audiobook because we were trying to find a way down the mountain because it was still super snowy up there. I guess I could like post pictures so you can see, but so much snow and so you couldn't see the trail, and it was like some steep switchbacks with like a rock slide. So reading
to interrupt, Joanna, you might love this, but my husband has finally started Sinful Innocence.
Oh yay!
Yeah, he's like, nothing's happening, and I'm like, well, where are you at? He's like, I just started chapter 7. I'm like, just read, just read.
Oh, I'm so excited.
You can't see you read the beginning of fantasy.
I know.
Well, he doesn't read a lot. Like he mostly reads like nonfiction gaming like type stuff, or like I don't know. He's been wanting me to read American Psycho forever. So
if you don't remember, what was your opinion on the last book?
It was like I don't think it could have ended any other way, but it was kind of like compared to the other 3, it was kind of a little bit down. And
we agree. Okay.
I still rated it 4 stars. Like it's not like a 2-star book or anything like that. So
it was a 3.
Abby is like it was.
It did make me rethink like characters like from the beginning and my perception of them. So I
just freaking hated the Adam part. It was so boring.
I loved the Adam part.
It was so boring. Even Abby is in agreement here. Like the Adam part was boring.
Yeah, and then I was by the time I got through that, I was just done with the whole thing.
Yeah. The end I really liked. But
sorry. 100 pages.
You got this. 100 pages. You got this.
I feel like you only got like 3 books or something. I'm impressed. Oh, headaches. I feel like I hate that. It's the worst.
I just want to point out 3 books in 48 hours is already insane.
Mm-hmm.
That is. And she read some pretty long ones, if I remember right.
That is wild.
I
think it would take me like a week.
I know. This has been a good reading weekend for so many people. It's been awesome. Wow. Ooh, finish your last book.
Yay. 3 rolls. That is a good job.
So excited for you. I don't think I've ever made it through this game in only 3 rolls. So that's awesome. Let me see. 30 pages. Look at people. I'm making food instead. Okay, fair enough. We might have played some part in that with all of our
Not
food.
at all.
I am so jealous of you right now.
What is my
I want a kitty. I just want to steal someone's cat for a day and snuggle it.
You can.
Do you not have like those?
You live on the other side.
Those rent-a-pet apps in the US.
Rent a pet?
Yeah, like it's a thing here in the UK where I can't remember what it's called, but there's an app where you can like look after someone's pet for the day. If they're like, I'm away, I need someone to walk my cat. Well, not walk my dog.
I was gonna say to the litter box.
Whatever.
You could steal Sophia's cats and cuddle them, but they probably won't let you.
There is an app for that. Like I know people that rent dogs for the day.
Well, I know people that are like pet sitters where they go and take care of someone else's pets, but I've never heard of it where you can just be like, hey, can I just take your dog for the day? I mean, I want to do that.
I would never give it back. That's the problem. You're mine now.
You can rent
I've
my
gone to,
cats
like-
for a day, Stephanie.
I can.
Definitely.
I love cats so much. I went to the cat cafe because you can do that where you go to a cafe like all these cats and they're all up for adoption, right? So you can adopt them if you want. But
okay, turns out there's loads because I've just put it in and it's got like multiple apps have come up for rent a puppy when you want canine love, a canine companion.
Gosh, can you rent a cat?
I mean, you can work at a shelter and pet them and care for them.
I
I
did
used
that.
to do that.
Maybe
Yeah,
it's a UK thing. Maybe we just
they're smart.
You can apparently find them on Craigslist where they're like rent cats by the hour.
The cats would hate that though.
But I know. I feel like cats would be harder than dogs to rent
Yeah.
because they take a lot longer to warm up to you.
Yeah, dog's like, ooh.
And I was like, friends, yay.
Cat's like, mm.
I know. Like bite you.
Yeah, we have to do this thing when someone's coming over because one of our cats has really bad anxiety. And so if someone knocks on the door, she'll go and hide under the couch. But if we have them text us before they get here and we open the door, then it surprises her because she's like, oh, wait, there's someone here. And she doesn't have the time to hide under the couch and she gets used to them. So you have to like trick them.
What a cutie.
Trick her into being out when they
like,
come.
if she's uncomfortable, she can go hide. But like, because it's just that initial fear of the knocking on the door, who's going to come in and what's on the other side. And yeah, it's just so wild because like we've had them for years and nothing has ever bad happened to them. But she just has such bad anxiety.
Yeah.
She might need your cuddles for the day.
I will snuggle all day. She can sit right on my lap. We'll read books.
Get string. Play with string, and she'll love you forever.
That's so cute.
I love it. I want a kitty so bad.
Oh yeah, and Bethany's thing about cat cafes. There are lots of cat cafes here in London.
Oh my gosh.
So cute.
We can go to one, Stephanie.
Yes! Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. This is going to be the best trip
She's
ever.
never going to leave. She's going to stay at the cat cafe and be like, I'm staying here.
I don't need to go to Switzerland.
Boo, Switzerland and its lovely scenery.
This will be so much fun.
When are you starting your trip? It's soon.
The 8th of July.
Very soon. 2 weeks.
Ooh, I need to start prepping for this. Now I just feel like everything was kind of leading up to this readathon, so it's like this was the big thing coming up first, and now that's the next big thing, and I'm like, dang, I need to actually start preparing for that now.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, did you have an itinerary? But it sounds like you're gonna plan that next.
Well, we have a itinerary of where we're going and when, but we don't have like, okay, this day we're going to these shops. This day we're going to be doing this. Like, we don't have an actual like day by day itinerary yet.
Apart from
when you're in Germany,
July.
Yes, except for the day that Abby and I are going to go to Bridges bookstores and cat cafes, apparently.
You have to remind me later when you're in Germany so that I can see if I can come see you.
Yeah, I'll send you the dates that we're going to be there. I'll give you both Switzerland and Germany, even though I don't know if you'd want to go to Switzerland. It's kind of a ways. But
Depending.
Where I am.
Where, yeah.
Yeah, I will. I'll send it to you. That'd be really fun to hang out, meet people in person. Okay. Oh, someone asked how the game is treating us. So
I'm done.
I'm on my last book.
I have like 30 pages left, so I am very close to done. This game liked me. I did a game for my July TBR today. Let's just say I'm not happy.
Whose game?
I was gonna say, so my guess was correct.
No, I don't think anyone's got the game right so far.
Oh, we're guessing the game?
Yeah, I haven't revealed it.
Ooh, did you make it or is it someone else's game?
It's someone else's game. But yeah, no, it's not Star Hop.
Oh, okay.
I feel like Becca's game is rarely very mean, though. Honestly, like you can get doubles and have to add more, but she starts at 5. And so it's like, how many doubles are you going to get? Like the most I could never see her getting more than 10 books. Like that's just a lot of doubles and it's very unlikely.
But you've done book couple, yeah.
I've done that one too.
Yeah, and I'll probably do it again in September. But anyway, yeah, I obviously got too lucky with this one.
I like, oh, hi, kitty. Oh, wait, that's a dog.
That's a big kitty.
I thought you said cutie. And I was like, well, that's the right word.
That works.
No, I thought she was showing us a kitty, but it's not. It's a dog.
No, this is Max.
Big Max.
I've seen him go. He's the one that goes to bookstores with you.
He does.
Nice.
He's such a good boy. Oh, hi, George. Oh, here's the cat again. She got jealous.
Oh.
Stephanie, are you also on the 16th in London or just the 15th?
I'll be in London both days. So I'll be in London I fly out of London on the 18th. And I think we're getting there on like maybe the 14th? The 13th? The 13th or 14th.
Abby, would you have your couch for me for 2 nights?
I'm not going to be around at the weekend.
Ugh, dang it.
I don't think. That's why I've taken the Friday off.
I remember now.
Yeah, she's booked the Friday because what are you doing that weekend?
Well, because my birthday is when I'm in Paris with my mum, and I won't see my dad then. I'm going to have the weekend with him and my stepmom.
Yeah, because your birthday is coming up. I got an alert.
Oh, an alert?
They're so cute. I got an alert.
Yeah. It's like Abby's birthday. I'm like, oh, yay.
Yes.
July is coming.
The 5th, right?
Yeah.
That's my husband's birthday too.
Oh, birthday twins.
Yes.
Yeah.
We're going golfing for his birthday, so.
That is nice.
I'll be in Paris.
Oh my gosh.
My birthday's this summer, and I have one hope. Do you know red pandas? The little animals?
Yeah.
They have a safari near here that you can interact with them. And I'm like, just want to pet a red panda once in my life.
At the Thailand zoos, you can a lot of times interact with the animals way more than you can here. Because like I've pet baby lions, and I've held and like bottle fed baby tigers. Oh. And there's these like other animals that you can just hold and play. Like they actually let you interact with the animals a lot more than they do here.
If everybody could pick one animal to pet or hold or interact with, what would you pick?
Elephant.
Elephant.
Oh yeah, you can do that in Thailand too.
So a few years ago they've stopped doing it now, but one of the zoos by me, they had elephant rides, and it was mostly catered towards kids, but by God, I elbowed my way through some kids, some 5-year-olds with that freaking elephant. I rode the elephant, I got off, and I started bawling because I was just so excited. And I was like, this is a dream come true.
Oh, my dad so cute.
My dad rode an elephant at his wedding.
That's cool.
Which I was not invited to.
Oh.
What?
That's not cool.
Because of the elephant? Is it location?
No, him and my stepmom pretty much eloped for their wedding. Well, they, not really, because they planned it all, but it was just they just did it themselves.
That's fair enough. If no one was invited, then
no one was invited.
Yeah.
It's just like, just Abby is not invited.
I know. That's what I thought at first. I was like, do I want to ask? Like, maybe
they have family problems.
Because I was like, I know you have a good relationship with your dad. He's been in videos, but
they've worked.
Have you guys seen the one of her dad trying to like guess? What was it, like the covers of books or something?
Yeah, it was a plot of books based on the covers. It was quite a while ago now.
That was so cute.
The best one was the Ninth House.
It was his description of Ninth House.
Yes.
He was like, this snake that's trying to find its 9th home. It's had a hard time in the zoo, and it's now trying to find a new home and make its place in the world.
And we're like, nope. Not even close. my gosh, I love it. Okay. Should we do one more sprint? Because then I want to have a little bit of break between this sprint and the next one so I can just...
Yeah, I'm gonna go make dinner. So I will leave you ladies.
Okay.
Happy reading. Good luck with the readathon.
Thank you. Congratulations on winning the game.
Thank
Very
you.
exciting.
Oh, it's so good.
Okay. See you later.
Bye.
Are we
What's
going
your
into the
tell
hour?
Your guys' animals though, because I feel like it tells you about a person when you know like their favorite beloved.
I don't know. I feel like
I mean, my favorite beloved animal is a horse, but like I interact with them all the time. But like,
okay, like more exotic, I guess, right?
Yeah, because like I would definitely want a cat. Like cats are probably my favorite animals. Just like I freaking love them. But I'd probably go for like a lion or a tiger. Probably a tiger. I feel like tigers are they're so pretty.
The one that came to mind, I don't know why, was a zebra.
Oh,
And that's pretty much a horse's stripes. But like I don't know.
No, but okay, I have pet one before, and they are so soft.
Ooh.
They're softer than horses. At least the ones I pet. I don't know.
Very well taken care of and groomed zebras.
Yeah, it was like a petting zoo one, so it would have been. But yeah, I think you'd enjoy it.
Aww.
If we're going until the hour, can we go now? Because I have 33 minutes left in my book.
Yes.
Ooh, perfect.
So I want to make sure I can do it.
Let's do it. Starting. Hello.
Hello.
Did you finish?
I finished.
Oh, good. I'm so glad.
My readathon is complete.
Woo! Yay! Good job, Abby.
4 books finished.
That's nice. You did pretty good. So you did Nettle and Bone, the one you just read, which I'm not positive what it's called.
The Shadow in the Glass.
The Shadow.
The Light of the Midnight Stars, and Lady Susan.
Okay. Nice.
So they were all like, 4 full-length books, and Lady Susan was short. But no,
That's
3
good.
full-length books and a short story type thing.
That's still really good.
Yeah.
That's a really good reading weekend. Holy cow.
Oh, Andrew's here. Just spam in the chat.
Andrew, look at you.
Why would Ben smell funny?
Where are we? Is Ben overly average? And does he smell?
Why would he smell funny if he's over?
What?
Well, I mean, because you're meeting him in person, sometimes maybe like the smells, like, you know, I don't know.
Yeah, he smelled like a average human being. He didn't smell overly average.
Oh my god. Oh gosh. Why wouldn't he smell funny is the real question. Well, probably should end this because we're going to be back for some more in like an hour. So give a little bit of a break. Abby can, you probably don't need to go to bed yet. It's
I need to eat dinner.
Yeah.
It's 8 p.m.
Yeah, you still got some awake. You finished with plenty of time.
Yeah, easy peasy.
4 hours to spare.
Now I can go back to reading The Veiled Throne.
I was gonna say you can be an overachiever and, you know, start a new board and see what happens.
No, I am like
no.
I'm a good chunk of the way through The Veiled Throne, and I put it down for the readathon because being a good chunk into Veiled Throne does not mean I was anywhere near finishing it.
No, that thing is long. So excited for the next sprints. Yes, it's going to be closing out the readathon, which is crazy.
How much your book do you have left? Are you going to make it in time?
I think I should finish it in time. I'm that far through, and I just started at the beginning of these sprints, so
that's pretty good.
I'll read a little bit in this hour probably. But yeah, I think I should be able to do it. Fingers crossed.
Andrew, you just started Veiled Throne.
I didn't even know that you'd read Wall of Storms.
Yeah. Maybe you'll catch me up. I'm on page 375. So when I'm a good chunk, but I still have 600 pages to go.
Yeah, it's a long book. The next one's over 1,000 pages.
Yeah, and I just thought that it wouldn't be the right book for a readathon.
Angela's face. She's like, no.
I mean, like, for me, if I were to read a book that long, I would do it over like the span of a month or so. Like, I cannot believe how fast people read such big books.
I mean,
okay.
On one side, it took me 3 months to finish Jonathan Strange and Mr. Norrell, and that was like 800, 900 pages. But then I read the entirety of the Live Ship Traders trilogy, which combined is like, 2,000, 2,500 pages in a month. So
yeah, it depends on the pacing and the plot. And
yeah.
I'd say that
there were a lot of footnotes in Jonathan Strange. So
this takes me a while, I'd say.
Yeah, I feel like those ones are fairly dense. It's just a little bit slower of a read.
Yeah, and there's no audiobook here in the UK, so I can't speed it up with that.
I like the audiobook. It's done by Michael Kramer, so I really enjoy it.
It's not published here.
Oh, that's lame. Well, we're going to start sprints again in an hour, so you can come back and join then. Yay! Finish your final book. So good. Psalm for the Wild Built. Oh, you totally will finish in time. I've heard really good things about that too. But we're going to end these sprints. I'm going to see you guys in an hour, and we're going to finish the readathon, and hopefully I finish this book. Feel like I should at this point. Okay. Thank you guys for joining. Bye.
Bye.